Thank you very much.
Chairperson, if I may, I can then continue with the COVID SRD question.
Okay.
Question.
Okay, you can continue.
Chairperson. So as mentioned previously, there's two organizations that deals with this grant. SASSA does all the applications and payments, and then we also have an independent appeals tribunal, which deals with matters relating to appeals. So myself, and I believe it's Mr. Mukwele that will do the presentation on behalf of the appeals tribunal. So just to give members an indication of the number of applications we got since the beginning of this year, members will recall we started this grant up again in April. We had a bit of a rough start. A lot of the criteria for the grant was changed. We had to build some new systems, and we only got up and running towards the end of June. But since then, we've managed to get about 13 million applications, and we've managed to approve about, or of those 13 million, we have just under 8 million, about 7.8 to 7. It fluctuates between 7.8 and 7.4 million approved applications every month. So in this last 9 months or so, we have managed to grow this grant to about just under 8 million clients. Just in terms of gender, slightly more females have applied for the grant at 56%, and males at about 4%. This slide also gives a breakdown of the grant by province, and as expected, our largest province in terms of population and also in terms of poverty would be KZN, followed then by Gauteng, and then Limpopo, Eastern Cape, and so on. This grant, as members know, is also available to asylum seekers. In addition, our normal grant is only available to refugees and permanent residents and citizens. This one extends the grant as well to asylum seekers and those who hold valid permits. And we have about 15,000 asylum seekers that have managed to access this grant. In terms of age, the vast majority of applicants, about 60% of the applicants, are between the ages of 18 and 35, so in the youth group. And then in terms of education levels, the vast majority of the applicants do have some form of schooling. About 93% would have some form of schooling, and about 85% would have at least general education, which would be grade 10, and about 45% would have grade 12 or even higher education, tertiary education. About 5% or about 700,000 clients have some form of tertiary education. In terms of approvals and payments, so in April, we approved about 5 million clients for the grant. This grew to 6 million in May and 7.8 million in June, and then dropped again to about 6.5 in July. This then increased in August when the regulations were published, and so and the mean cess was increased to 624 rands. We saw then the number of clients jump to 7.4, and it's more or less been fluctuating between 7.4 and 7.8 in over the last couple of months. So in December we had 7.8, and then in January we had 7.4. And the reason for that is because we actually look at money that comes into people's bank accounts, and so we do see that in January more people seem to have had some kind of money coming into their bank accounts, which meant fewer people qualified in January. Now, in terms of payments, that is one area we're still struggling a bit. So in the early payments, we'll see from April we've managed to pay 95% of the clients that have been approved. Similarly with May and June, and then this declines to about 83% in January and